The fill effect is under the Generate folder in the Effects and Presets panel. And fill is one of the basic effects. You apply it to a layer and it fills it with color. You can change the color to be whatever you want from here. You can even add a mask and select that mask underneath the fill mask property here. But make sure that your mask down here in the layer panel is set to none, and it will only fill in the mask, as you see, like that. And if you have multiple masks, let's make another mask. You can tell it to choose all masks by clicking on the all masks option here. And make sure that also the other mask is set to none here. And you can invert the fill from here by clicking on this option. And you can adjust the fill opacity from here. As you see, if you increase the value of this slider, it will be less transparent. And if you decrease the value of the slider, it will be more transparent. And you can also feather out the fill horizontally and vertically independently from these sliders here. The tint effect is under the color correction folder in the Effects and Presets panel. Let's drag it to the layer of this image. This is actually modifying the colors of whatever you apply it to. And by default, it just desaturates your entire image by mapping the darks or the shadows of your image to black. And the brights or the highlights, it will be mapped to white. And you can change these colors to whatever colors you like. So now the shadows will be tinted to red and the brights will be tinted to yellow. And we can adjust how much this will be tinted by increasing or decreasing this slider. If you decrease it to the minimum, you'll just be seeing the original image. It means that there is no tint at all, and you'll see the original image. And you can also swap the colors by clicking on this button. The tritone effect is under the color correction folder in the Effects and Presets panel. The tritone is similar to the tint effect, but the difference is that it doesn't only give us highlights and shadows controls, it also gives us a midtones control. By default, it gives us this brown color for the midtones. I can change it to whatever color I like. I will choose red, for example. So what it really does here, it is leaving all the brights or the highlights of the image tinted to white, and the shadows and the dark parts of the image tinted to black. And it just changing the values in between the darks and brights to be tinted to whatever color I put for the midtones. So if I choose the yellow color for the midtones, it will just give a different look to the image. And we have here the option to blend with the original, so I can tint that back as much or as little as I like. And that's it. Hope you enjoy the video.